Where do we draw the line between obsession and love? We probably all know of someone who has been in a relationship in which they loved the other person so much that they began to sacrifice huge parts of themselves for this person in a toxic way, leading to their health suffering and ultimately a dearth of self-love. And on the other side of the coin, we all know of toxic partners who keep people attached for their own pleasure, only to sacrifice them when in pursuit of some greater love. Andrzej Żuławski's 1981 horror film Posession makes brilliant use of metaphor and allegory to explore this dynamic. Set amidst a backdrop of a divided Berlin, the film depicts Mark and Anna as they are going through a whirlwind divorce. Anna seems to have moved on, while Mark desperately tries to make the relationship work, tearing himself apart, throwing rages, and ultimately hiring private detectives to track Anna's every move. His life is crumbling, and Żuławski depicts him just as if he were a drug addict who, once hooked on some substance, is totally wrecked in his attempts to come off of it. Anna meanwhile seems to exist in a sort of trance-like depressed state. She comes in and out of the house at strange times, she's neglectful of their son, and it soon becomes clear that she is in a relationship with an alien, which takes the form of a nightmarish, octopus-type creature. In fact, she not only sleeps with this creature, but even more gruesomely, she brings men back to the apartment for the creature to feed on. Sometimes this is by accidental means, but also on one occasion she seems to seduce a man back to her apartment in order that the alien can feed. And she claims to be doing this out of love. This made me reflect on the way that love could easily be interpreted, not as a warm emotion at the pinnacle of what it is to be human, but rather as a force of nature that is entirely amoral. It flows around us, and sometimes it flows through us, but it doesn't have a sense of right or wrong. It is only a passion. And if we allow it to run riot, it has the potential to take us to the highest highs and the lowest lows. Indeed, Anna has seemingly turned abuse and manipulation into an art form. She knows how to incite jealousy and to frustrate people, as she demonstrates in this torturous ballet class that she gives. The love that she has is flowing through her. Indeed, it seems to have fully possessed her. Throughout the film, Anna brings up this notion of having to choose between faith and chance. Indeed, she claims at one point that she miscarried faith. The religious symbolism too seems to suggest that there is a choice to be made between the guidance of faith and the abyss of chance. And you get the sense that she has chosen chance. This harkens back to a spiritualist philosophy, which suggests that if you don't choose God, a God will choose you regardless. But it might not be a God who is good and kind, and in fact could be the exact opposite. The sense of division and duality is written large in the constant references to East and West Berlin, split by the wall, and doubles constantly appearing, as is traditional in horror stories. Ultimately, these rich metaphors and allegories go towards creating an utterly unique film that scratches underneath the surface of human relationships, and what it means to give oneself to another human being.